you are in the world. It's Monday the 16th of March, 1:35 PM in the afternoon for me. About 2 years ago I got to go out to this Valtra Q305, so it was the first one out from the dealer on demo, John Bownes Ltd in Winsford, Cheshire, and I asked Laura Bownes if I could catch up with it with one of her customers, and she said yep, sure. Andrew Gregory, contractor from just down the road, was having it, so I got in touch with Andrew and said, can I come along and have a look? And he said, yeah, sure, no problem. Gareth is his operator, who you can see in the passenger seat there a few minutes ago, and he's just reversing up this short headland just to plough that. They've got this Kuhn Verimaster 153 was the plough that I had a go with. They've also got a 5 furrow. This is the 6 furrow version. Valtra handled it effortlessly. It's a 300 horsepower tractor. I mean, it should do, really, in all fairness. It's the same wheelbase as a 6R250, this tractor, so it's that class of tractor. They had it dynoed after about a year. I think they'd had it on the dyno, and it's 281 horsepower, 1000 PTO, so what it should be, really. They do about 1250 hours a year with it on average with their tractors. As you can see, that it's not a massive drilling outfit. They don't do a huge amount of drilling. It's just whole crop for one or two silage customers. They've got some big power harrows for maize ground prep, so they can get over the acres, but they just use this little box drill when they've got a whole crop to do, so it's more than enough. Andrew has run New Hollands way back when I first met him. Then they went to Case tractors, and they've been on Valtras now for about 4 or 5 years. He tends to run them with the Valtra warranty, which he says it costs him about £5 a clock hour, and it has an excess of £290 on it, so any breakdown is going to be 290 quid, but what do you get for 290 quid these days? So you know, it's more than worth it. These tractors, it's the same underneath as an 8S Massey Ferguson, so it's an ML260 Agco back end, or Fendt back end as you want to call it, and it's the 7.4 litre Sisu engine, which is the arguably one of the best diesel engines in the ag sector, I would say. Got to be between them and an FPT, I think, for reliability. They run the hardest job that this tractor will do, really horsepower wise, is with a set of class 9200C mowers, so that's mower conditioner butterfly outfit, and the guys say it does about 25 litres a hectare of diesel on that, so you know what you'd expect, really. After buying the first Q305, we bought this second one with the white wheels, and they've been pretty pleased with them. It's not to say that they're perfect, because I don't think any tractor is, but generally they've been really happy with them. You can just see as the plough comes into sight here, it's a 5 furrow version, so it's the same frame but a 5 furrow plough. I think the 6 furrow needed some new steel on it, so they left it in the shed because they knew they only had two fairly small fields to do. Always a bit worried about seagulls and my drone. They've not crashed into it yet, but they set the alarms off plenty of times. Anyway, yeah, so part of the reason that I bought the Q305 was Gareth was really keen on it after that demo, and they had a Fendt 824, so it's a little bit more power than the Fendt, and they tried it on all the jobs, buck raking, mowing. they've been pleased with the tractor. There's been a few little blips, and I've got some pictures coming up in a second. I think there's me walking across the sloppy, slurry coated field, loving life. And tractor and ploughs just coming back into sight. And up and over. So there you go, 540s. I think the biggest bugbear they've had with them is the front linkage. It's a 4.8 ton lift, but they've had quite a lot of trouble with the bottom tube flexing and bending on the tractors, and then the link arms are not straight, and then nothing sits straight on the linkage. So they've had that replaced a couple of times, and I think they've made a brace for the link arms as well to try and get a bit more rigidity, and it keeps flexing back to the tube where the rams are. So that's one of the bugbears they've had with it. And then they've had a few other silly little niggly things, but like the plastic shroud, which is there just below the emissions pack on the exhaust. So there's like a plastic cover on the tractor, and that got flicked off when the grass went round it, buck raking. Had a few wires melt inside. Got a few pictures here coming up. So inside the toolbox behind the exhaust emissions pack, they're like the wash wipe for the screen. The wiring melted and the pipe melted as well. So they weren't particularly happy about that. So it's the tube where the rams are fastened to. That's the bit that flexes. So they welded that extra tube in between the link arms, and they've still got the flex problem. So it's just inherently weak. These are the wires where it's melted inside because your exhaust pack is right outside the box. So this is the wiring loom for the washers and the pipe that's melted. And underneath here, they just had to put some plate on the plastic cover for the emissions pack because grass got behind it and it bent it out, so that wasn't very good. And storage, 300 horsepower tractor with no storage on it. I think the Case Puma long wheelbase have got to be the best for that in the class. Anyway, enjoy. Any questions or anything like that? If people feel like I've missed something talking about this tractor, just a bit of an overview really, and talking about how they've got on with it, what they use it for. But any other questions, just whack it in the comments. Give me a follow and a subscribe. That'd be great. Thank you. And it's definitely worth saying that John Bownes at Winsford, they give extraordinary backup, and most of their customers say the same. And that's what Andrew says. He doesn't really buy Valtra tractors, he buys John Bownes Ltd. So I don't think it can be understated that they give really good backup to their customers, which is great to hear.